Poor Sussex. Hollywood celebrities snubbed Meghan and Harry after Obama's birthday. According to Daily Express, Meghan Markle and Harry won't get over celebrity party snub for many years. A royal expert has claimed following the move that the Sussexes were abandoned by the Obamas. Hollywood celebrities seem to have lost faith in Meghan and Harry. I'm going to try and use my granddaughter's terminology for this. When somebody like the Obamas throws you shade, you're on a nobody A-list. Ms. Angela Levin said to the outlet, "It's very noticeable that the likes of the Clooneys, who, although they've never met the gruesome twosome, were invited to the wedding but haven't been seen or heard of again. These real A-listers don't like people who wash their dirty laundry in public or reveal every conversation they have. It seems all the Hollywood A-listers are giving them a very wide berth." Agreeing with Ms. Levin, Mr. Andrew Morton added, "Harry and Meghan should take the hint about why they were not invited to the Obama birthday party and adjust their lives accordingly. Obama is a sensible family man who knows how he would feel if his daughters behaved like her. He has great respect for the Queen and the royal family." He concluded, "They are finished. The Queen has played them to perfection. Leave them to dig deeper holes along with Oprah and Scobie and say nothing at all. The Sussex royals had better get used to being excluded. No one trusts them. They handed out a begging bowl and tout for work events, back out from commitments, and they are desperate to get stories to flog in their blabbering books, broadcasts, and productions. They are so insignificant that they are invisible." Wondered in another article if the eternal pampering protection Palace provided for Harry were the reason that his marriage to an openly unqualified for royalty, self-centered, opinionated person was permitted. Also, if it plays a role in his presently retaining titles and the line of succession. My thinking is I assume the protection and pampering was or is produced by the palace's sense of weakness in Harry's character. Mental strength, and I'm correct, the palace seemed concerned about what a no to his wedding, as committed as he was to that, would produce in him. Reluctantly, the Queen allowed, perhaps thinking that she could tame the California product, of which course did not work, even after very special attention and treatment was provided. She planned from the beginning. He remains with the titles because the palace thinks, correctly, that they withdrew means California Productions moving on, milking all his money, not hard-earned, mind you. So I think that a 2018 no to the wedding and the removal of titles around March 2021 are affairs that Harry would not have handled properly, perhaps even frightfully. So let it be. It was. If I'm correct, it's wrong. Harry insulted the country and the Commonwealth as well. Harry's jealousy of William is only matched by Meghan's of Kate. Together, they've become a green-eyed monster. In the end, California Products conned everybody and seems to be getting away with it. In the end, it will fail. She's not good enough. She's the worst. Unless, of course, pampering allows them a win. But a consolation is that, being how she is, she never stops to smell the roses, which means she never enjoys a moment, always planning her next nasty move. She is and will never be happy. It's her destiny, her own creation. Clearly, nobody decent wants anything to do with Harry and his vile wife, as neither of them can be trusted. The vast majority of people in Great Britain, the Commonwealth, as well as the United States of America and worldwide, value family and the woke hypocritical grifters. Harry and Meghan have maligned their own families, including the family she never had, with malicious falsehoods. And also, private conversations have been leaked to the media by the Sussex duo in order to prop themselves up and cash in. It's obvious at any level. They're undesirables when they sell their families to the highest bidder, unbelievably peppered with lies. The good news, the titles Harry and Meghan want do not come with security. Only members of the royal family that do a royal event have security normally, and it's only for that event. The only members with full-time security are the Queen, Duke and Duchess of Cornwall, and the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge with their children. The royals have their security paid for by the Queen and only in Great Britain. The police are the ones that stopped Harry and Meghan's security because they were no longer working royals. Oh, without a doubt, the Markle woman thought she would be invited, make a grand entrance, and everyone falls over her to speak to her, all because she married a prince who's irrelevant. They better get used to the snub. It will come more often as their so-called friends learn was a nasty pair that they are. More snubs will follow, so they will have more free time to sit at home, alone, asking each other what is wrong with these people not inviting them. In her next chapter of Finding Freedom, not that she ever speaks to or even knows who Scooby-Doo is, she will probably claim the Obamas are awful and they snubbed her because she's different. Meghan will never be happy. She's akin to the Undone Spragg character profiled by Edith Wharton in The Custom of the Country, and she's the Zelig of our time. Harry was never very bright, and the palace has only been overly protective of him. His antics throughout his life and even now have been pathetic. Pity that the British royal family granted Harry and his vile wife a lavish royal wedding and then bestowed titles, patronages, and privileges which the woke, hypocritical grifters have shamed via their arrogance, greed, and contempt for the people of Great Britain and the Commonwealth, as well as the family she never had, who expected and she expected to cave to her greedy demands, and that they've permitted these liars to continue to spew their bile without serious consequences. Many royal watchers believe that Meghan would leave Harry if she's not allowed to retain the royal titles. It doesn't say much for the malignant narcissistic bully, as she wants titles without fulfilling duties. Harry eschewed duty, honor, and public service. H should not be coddled any longer. He's a grown man, and it's time for him to make his life without titles, without protection by the palace, and if it comes to it, without the liar, plagiarist, and greedy huckster Meghan. As much as Meghan probably wanted to try and do something to them, even she knew better. And she may have been even warned that she'd best not mess with the Obamas and that crew. They'd be totally ostracized. As it is now, most here in the U.S. seem content to politely ignore them and have given them the courtesy of not speaking on the matter. But that can always change, and very quickly, I might add, if Meghan tries any of that stuff that she's trying on the royal family. She tried to do this with David and Victoria Beckham over the clothes, but David Beckham is experienced in this area and has been around the block. He was able to meet one-on-one with Prince Harry and get him calmed down for him to back off, unlike the others that Prince Harry has charged, including his own family, over what Meghan has reported as a slight to him. But you've noticed that since the incident, you never see anything about the Beckhams and the Sussexes together. David Beckham, who appears to be equally liked and celebrated by Her Majesty the Queen, squashed it in a way that Meghan could not send Prince Harry back in to do more damage and permanently damage the relationship between Prince Harry and David Beckham. Whatever happened to, we've never heard anything more about it. Harry's usefulness is beginning to wane. A divorce will be in the offing, then move on to husband number 3 and try a way to be another social climber. And of course, blackmail the royal family to look after the kids because they'll only be a hindrance.